Oh my God. Hey folks, anybody stepping in, give me just a minute. Make sure everything's set up. I'm ready to stream. Just make sure I don't have this open up in a tab. That gets a little bit annoying when you hear yourself talking and you don't know where it's coming from. So, I hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm not sure where our moderator is. Sure she'll show up soon. Anyway, yeah, we're going to take a look at another ALR video, mukbang, as we call it. I don't know if you could really call some of these mukbangs, to be honest with you. She just eats a bunch of food on camera, and it's not technically a mukbang, but I suppose, you know, if you want to call it a mukbang, be a mukbang. But as we've noticed, we've watched this behavior change and morph over time. This particular video is from 2016, and it's kind of telling for her future self. So let's get into it. Hopefully my keyboard hasn't lost focus. Yes, it did. So let's give it a little tickle here.
Welcome to my mukbang. I don't know why I had that accent, but today we're going to do veggie burgers, if you will. I have two of them.
Give her just a little bit
I
more.
have like an Indian style one.
I think she's okay.
And then I have a white chili one. I don't know. I've never had these before, so I guess we'll see. We have peas, some green olives, and orange for dessert. I don't know. Watch it as it goes down, people.
One thing, I know a lot of people are having issues on YouTube today. Jamie, for example, and Michelle, their coloring channels. Phoenix, seriously, give me a minute, okay? They're having difficulties maintaining a stream without buffering and stuff. I'm keeping an eye on it, but you folks are usually the first ones to find out before I do, so if you happen to notice I freeze or something like that, please say something in chat, and I'll take a look at it. But right now, we're green across the board. We're not dropping frames, so... You know, my internet, it seems fine. I just think it's YouTube. So, hey, Vincey just dropped a video.
Please. So we just have ourselves two of these good old, I don't know, buns. I usually eat my veggie burgers without buns. I have a bunch of silverware because... Everything's going to come in here.
And that makes sense because, first of all, you don't need the extra carbs from the bun. I mean, there's a reason why you're eating a veggie burger in the first place, so stick to, you know, be a little bit more health conscious like you supposedly are in this video.
Andy, trust me. So, on my burger, I'm just going to put...
Sriracha, of course.
Some sriracha.
Rooster sauce.
Some
sriracha? For fuck's sake. I think she really uses this shit more as lubrication so it gets down her throat faster.
I don't really need anything else.
I don't know if you like sriracha or not, but I do, and I love heat. That's a lot of sriracha.
If we're being honest. Oh, and I have water, because... Water for days! I'm going to put some... This is just organic baby spinach.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lay it.
I am very familiar with that. I used to buy that and eggs and cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar cheese, and I would make an omelet every morning for somebody and put spinach in it, and yeah.
Put on there.
I miss doing it.
In a friendly manner.
Yes, I could do it for myself, but I'm a lazy piece of shit. I tend to take the stem off. Not once it goes into the leaf, but I take the stem off. Just it tends to be a little bit more bitter than I care for.
I'm very simple. Like,
Obviously.
depends actually.
In way more ways than you're thinking. You are a very simple individual.
Depends.
Although I do actually like this kitchen. It's very country-ish and old. I kind of like it.
Let's be real. Okay. So we have those ready. I will. Why are you guys barking? It's okay. Nobody's here, I don't think. No. Okay. Our peas, we could just place them. Hey, Twinkie, you want to calm down?
And the moderator is
Yeah.
having a rough day today, so they may not appear. So that's okay. But if they're out there, hi. Hope
Everything
you're
on
feeling
one
hope you're
plate.
feeling well.
Not really.
Better anyway.
Sometimes it's easier.
I love peas.
I usually put
I love fresh peas, and in particular, I love snow peas. Oh.
Twinkie baby.
Mm.
What's wrong with it?
I love peas.
They heard someone.
Snap
out
peas,
there
snow
and
peas, peas in the pod. I love them. I love them.
He's usually not the one who barks like a madman. Woman, you're
See,
girl.
the stems on the stems on the spinach just make it look not very appetizing. It's just me, but ew.
Okay, so I will be eating with.
And green olive stuffed with pimentos. What is she, 2? And of course she.
Twinkie baby. I'm gonna put some sriracha on this one. On this stuff, just for a little bit of. Hey, Twinkie, can you please stop?
I'm about to have a goddamn heart attack. She put sriracha on her fucking peas.
Oh. I'm gonna give her some
Ugh.
peas.
But that's fine. I'm not gonna hurt the dog.
Yeah.
I'll probably eat them. I know my dog would. Chloe would eat just about anything.
Okay. And we're just gonna have some. I love green olives. It's just like a thing. I am literally obsessed. I like
Literally obsessed.
to put them in soups. Just eat them as a
Okay, I am getting sick. Listening to her description here.
snack or whatever. It doesn't really matter.
I gotta remember to do bills today. I only have a few to pay, but the 16th, the 2nd and the 16th every
So I
month.
think we're ready to go.
I had to write a sticky note. See?
Delicious as I expected. Peas. How are you going to taste?
That's my sticky note for things that I have to remember to do every month. So we have this thing on our company phones that we have to, an app called COVID Pass. And you have to log it before you go to work, every time before you go to work. Now, I work remotely, so this isn't so much of a big deal for me, but I have to remember to do it before I go in. Like if I need to do some work, physically do some work on something that I can't accomplish remotely, I have to take this COVID Pass. And it's just an app you log into with your your work credentials, and it takes you through a little quiz and says, okay, how are you feeling today? Do you have this symptom, this symptom, this symptom, or things have changed? And then you answer the questions, and depending on how you answer them, you submit it. Your boss gets a copy of that. Your boss sees a copy every time you do it. So if you go to work and you forget, that's a no-no. Okay, this is how the company's trying to keep everybody safe, because if you're not feeling well, stay home. Whether it's COVID related or not, stay the fuck home. People just don't get this. So yeah, I have to take that every time I want to go downtown to work, and it's okay. The hell was that? There will be no cat flying in my home. Not today, mister. No, not right now. No, I'll ask. I'm sure Susan's doing okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, hang on. I gotta start the video again. Don't want to bore people.
I love pea. So good. Okay.
He's been really chatty today.
White bean.
The patties looked exactly the same. I don't know how you're going to tell other than flavor. And honestly, they both got to be so damn bland. I don't know. It could just be me. I don't. These vegetable. I suppose they're vegan. vegetarian burgers or whatever. I don't know. God. Ah! Dude,
Mmm.
dude,
That's so good.
that was my thigh. Oh,
Try some.
wow. Oh, I'll check for blood later.
This is the white bean.
Hope you didn't break the skin.
This is the Indian. And they're so good.
Relax, man, relax.
Mm.
He wants his 15 seconds of fame. He wants his cameo.
These ones are both vegan.
I just don't want to get covered with cat hair right now.
And they're so good.
I'm sorry. That just does not look appetizing, but that's just me. That's just me. I'm sure it's extremely delicious.
Yes, though. That's all you need.
I have to be perfect when I'm on camera.
Mm. Why am I going back and forth? I don't know. So.
Usually she's, at least early on, she's pretty good about talking with her mouth full. She's slowly slipping into, that mukbang category. Even though still don't technically consider this a mukbang, it's just, a large woman eating a large amount of food on camera, not doing all the things. I watched a compilation the other day that literally made me gag. I was physically ill listening to the noises, and oh my goodness. Oh. And you know what? I'm going to torture y'all just like I was tortured, but let's get through this first, okay? I just don't understand the genre. I just don't. I really don't.
Nobody's here.
At least she's drinking water and not drinking, pop or soda.
Destiny's stepdad went to work, Avi. He works like every day. Yep.
Yeah, that's usually an adult thing to do. We go to work every day. That's what happens. Monday through Friday is a work week.
It's like one day off a week. And then
and thanks to COVID, 0 days off a week.
They didn't touch the peas, my dad. It's just plain old peas and water. Destiny, her mom, her brother's girlfriend, they all went to this like burger joint.
So why didn't you go with the love of your life, Destiny? Why are you sitting at home eating by yourself? That's a different problem altogether. That's like an alcoholic who sits at home and drinks all day long.
It's called like it's called cookout, I think.
Not familiar with it.
No, that does not sound appealing to me at all. And
Why?
I think we're gonna stop and get some groceries. I did my grocery shopping last night, so.
Okay, so this is the weird thing. I don't quite understand what's going on here. Okay, to me, it's similar to what she does with Becky. They're together, but they're not. It is so weird. And every relationship she has ever had that has ever been put on YouTube is just like this and just as freaking weird. I don't understand this. This is just not normal. At least, not to me, it's not. When you're in a relationship, what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. I mean, that pretty much. You know what I mean? Damn, girl.
A lot of you are like thinking I don't go places anymore. By the way, I'm about to take a bite with peas and a green olive, which is probably gonna taste so good.
Sorry, my printer decided to wake up.
There's like a little dot in my olive. It's like it has an eyeball. Okay.
So she eats it anyway.
A lot of you are like, why don't you go places anymore? A few of you think I have social anxiety. And then there's
Let's get to.
I can't do anything because of my weight. Let's get real quick. I do have social anxiety. I've always had anxiety. I made a whole video on it. It used to actually be a lot worse than it is now. But if I'm being honest, my weight has gotten in the way a lot.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that.
There's a lot of things I can't do. The simplest things is just, it's too hard. And I've been trying to feed my body with the right foods.
X'd out on that one!
It'll never happen.
Look at what you're eating right now. How is that?
But
okay, fine. You have spinach. You have spinach in a vegetarian burger, whatever the hell that means. The rest of it, okay, and the peas. You could have done without the bread. You could have certainly done without the olives. That is nothing but a goddamn... You might as well suck on a salt shaker. Okay? It's not always about the calories.
That's really all that matters. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm chickening.
But there are times where I literally just don't want to go somewhere because I'm an awkward son of a gun. Like, we have been invited to a lot of parties and I've gone to them, but I didn't want to because I felt like
well, you know what, Amber? That's what a relationship is about. You think, when I was married, you really think I wanted to go over to my in-laws' house? Just as much as my wife wanted to go to my parents' home. And this is my first wife. Maggie was never like... Maggie and my parents got along like she was a daughter of theirs. God bless them. And she adored my parents. And she always wanted to do things with them. So we would go out, we would travel with them, we would visit with them, we'd go to restaurants, we'd do whatever. But, this is part of a relationship, dumbass. You may have to do things that you may not be comfortable with or want to do. Do you think I wanted to go to my granddaughter's recitals? No, not really. Not really, but I wanted to support her and show her that I love her and I care about the things that she does. So I do it. Even though I didn't want to see her mother, that kind of stuff.
People were going to stare at me, judge me. I was going to be awkward.
They're doing it anyway.
Things like that. And I don't like being that person, but...
You know, I cannot believe that BitChute is still processing... I swear to God, they're blocking my videos. Because they have been sitting here since January 9th and January 12th, and they are still sitting in the process and publish state, according to BitChute. What WTF? Now, I was looking for that...
Today's video is sponsored by...
Sorry. Katrina, I was looking for my for this mukbang compilation that grossed me out so much because I'm gonna... I found it. You're in trouble now, folks.
I like them both equally, though.
Oh, because, oh my God, it triggered me beyond measure. It really did.
I don't know.
And much like watching these girls raw, I have a hard time watching that kind of stuff.
It not only messes with you physically,
let me send this over
but it messes
to myself.
With you, like mentally too. My little orange, isn't it cute? Okay, and this is how it goes, and it sucks. But a lot of you are rooting for me, and I appreciate that a lot. I'll get there. I'll figure it out.
Well, the thing is,
anyways,
Amber, you don't listen to people. You never listen to anybody. You don't. People give you... I've read some of the comments on some of your videos, and people do actually try to give you advice. People actually do care about you, and they worry that you're going to eat yourself to death on camera, and that's the same fear we have with Chantal. And Chantal has this huge following that is literally paying her to kill herself. Unfucking believable.
I do chew really fast. Some of you think I eat too
And
fast.
usually you do chew, and I'm sorry I keep turning my
I think it's a
back to
lot
you. I
because, like,
apologize. It's very rude.
I'm recording and I don't want the video to be too long. And it's like, while I'm eating, I keep thinking, like, oh my gosh, should I talk? I think I need to start.
Well, you should. Dead air is a big thing, right? So you do want something always going on, sound-wise, audio-wise. Oh, that's hot. That's fucking hot. Oh yeah, baby, do that again.
Where'd that pea go? Whoops.
I'm not understanding
I'm trying to
this
make it so
place
you guys can
setting
see
at
my
all,
food,
but it's okay.
I am no professional video person.
Yeah, we know. That's Gigi. Gigi is the ultimate professional YouTuber.
So I'm really excited to move out. Let's get real. I hate living under someone else's roof. Like, I never realized that until I had my own place in Florida. How much I love just my rules, my roof, my fridge, my bathroom.
Again, we get back to. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Kryptonite. Well, thank you for joining us. There is somebody else watching. I don't know who it is because they're not in chat and I can't really see anybody else. But thanks for joining. I'm sorry. I thought when I retweeted that, but I understand and it's okay. It's quite okay, sweetie.
My kitchen.
Phoenix,
I never realized that.
please get down.
Until then.
Yeah. I have a red spot on my jeans, thank you very much. So I know what that means, and I don't want to look at it right now.
Have an apartment or
I did get a notification.
Destiny wants to go get.
Hang on. I know you can hear me, but
Get ourselves a house, and I'm over here like, it's not that I don't like houses. I just think like condos.
I just figured with things going on today that you were off, and that was fine. That's why I asked if you were watching because I saw somebody watching, but they're not in chat, and I figured you were just chilling. You know what I mean? And that is perfectly fine. You don't have to join. I'm not here to twist your arm to do something you don't want to do. So.
It's an apartment.
And I couldn't anyway, even if I wanted to.
These are so cute. If you find the right one, they're
Tiny
so
Psycho
cute.
does what
But
Tiny
so are
Psycho
houses
wants
too.
to do, and nothing
Houses
else.
are a big upkeep. I feel like. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know.
But if you do notice any buffering or anything, let me know. Jamie was having a rough day. She streamed probably. I think she did her stream 3 times. That poor girl. I mean, and I love watching her. I really do. Michelle, not so much. And it's not a knock against Michelle. I really like Michelle, and she does really good work. But I like watching Jamie because she doesn't always talk through the entire video. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's having a really bad day with YouTube today, and she doesn't think it's her internet. Because like me, I monitor in OBS, and I can't show it to you, but we'll get to that eventually. But you can see, how many frames you're dropping, how your speed is, if your frames per second, all that kind of stuff. And we're green across the board, so I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. And I've got other things going on in the home that use the same internet. So I don't know.
My vlogs have been sucking.
We know that. And I think Matt's actually going to look at Vlogmas 2019. So that actually will be an interesting series. So I'm trying to stay in the younger side of ALR, So I avoid his footprints, if you know what I mean. But look out for that. That should be quite good.
Excuse my language. Like, what is them? Like, my vlogs are just not the same anymore. It's because I'm living under someone else's roof, and I'm awkward.
No, what makes your vlogs bad is that you don't do anything. You don't go anywhere. You don't go to a restaurant. You don't go out. You don't have fun. You just stay home. And who cares? Here's what I'm doing today. If I did that, you guys would be... I would have a negative sub count. By the thousands.
I don't like vlogging in front of other people, and it's like...
Because my day is boring as sin. There's nothing wrong with that. At my age, it's a good thing. It's just not an exciting day.
When I have my place, I'll have my own friends to come over and like hang out, and I'll vlog them. Like, I'll vlog my life there. And I feel like vlogging my life here has been really just difficult on me. I don't really know how to explain it, to be honest.
I thought Ego would drop in for a little while. He is having a blast with the movie site that I gave him. I'm really surprised those aren't the Hawaiian buns. Oh, those are so good, but so bad for you. And she doesn't close up the bag. I try, when it comes to bread and stuff like that, I try to open it, get what I need, and close it and seal it as quickly as I can, because more oxygen gets into that, man, that bread goes stale really quick. And I'm really bad about that. Just like potatoes. If I buy a sack of potatoes, because I love potatoes, I will inevitably forget that I have them. The next time I remember, I go to get them, and there's a tree growing in my cabinet.
I keep hearing stuff out there, but it's like Oblivion Land. There's no one out there.
Oblivion
Land. That's kind of creepy, and I'm home alone. If you guys are wondering, the buns are 130 calories, but I don't count calories anymore. The veggie burgers are like 100.
That's pretty obvious that you don't count calories. No offense to you intended. It's obvious that you don't really count calories.
10 each. I don't count calories because...
Hi.
I can't even...
If you don't hurt me, you can come up on my lap.
How many people...
Have you been talking to Violent Susan lately?
Body with the right foods.
Yeah, you're getting this evilness from somewhere.
This whole thing...
I think she's actually worse than Chantal. I think the way she treats those that she loves, in particular, Destiny and Becky and that kind of stuff, she is far worse, in my opinion, far worse than Chantal. Chantal treats Pete's like shit. We all know that. But Pete allows himself to be treated like that. If Pete didn't care, Pete could open his mouth and put his foot down and say, hey, this isn't really cool, okay? We are here, we're sharing rent, we're doing X, we're doing Y. You got to treat me with a little bit more respect. But Amber, no.
Thing right here is vegan. I'm not vegan. I keep saying that in like every video. I'm just saying. But
I really think you need to look up and understand the definition of what vegan really means, so you know what it means. Okay? You don't have to be vegan. Nobody's saying you have to be vegan. Just understand the term, so you know what you're talking about when you say I am vegan or I'm not vegan. And just saying.
I feel like when you feed your body the right foods, you start to feel better.
I'll tell you what, Discord is going berserk
drink
today.
Water.
And it's not our Discord server.
But I'm just saying. When you start to feed your body,
oh, it's the loony bin. It's Alex.
The things that your body is supposed to eat.
That's not surprising.
Not things that your body just like craves. Like, I'm craving me some motherfucking chocolate like I've never known.
Although I did see a conversation on Twitter. It was actually this morning, I think, when I first got up, and I stayed in bed really late. And I don't like doing that. I really don't. I mean, I do, but then I feel bad when I get up because, like, God damn, I just slept 3/4 of the day away. You know what I mean? But when I got up, one of the first things I saw on Twitter was somebody was saying how pretty she thought Amber was. You know what I mean? And like, out of the girls, this individual thought that Amber was the better looking, the nicer person, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm not sure I totally agree with that.
Or like the other day I was at the store and I recently made this like soup stuff and
I recently, okay, I need to go back. Just give me a minute. I don't have a nice way to do that, so I'll have to work on that. I need a little rollback.
Or like the other day I was at the store and I recently made this like soup stuff and
I recently made this soup stuff. What the fuck is soup stuff? Soup is soup. Soup stuff is a non-existent thing. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, YouTube is going... What the hell is going on today?
and I put ground turkey
please.
in my cart.
Thank you.
I was like, yeah, you know, ground turkey's gonna be amazing in it, like this whole thing. And
ground turkey is very good. And it depends on what you do with it. You can make ground turkey taste amazing. Again, it depends on what you're trying to do with it.
One time I was in the store.
You don't have to eat red meat. I mean, nobody's holding a gun to your head. There's a lot of good, healthy foods out there that you can migrate to.
I was like, why do I feel so guilty having ground turkey in my buggy? Like, I felt so weird about it.
Why?
So I ended up putting it back and I got this like meatless crumble. And it's because my body knows what's right and what's wrong now because you guys have given me so much information and I appreciate that so much.
Was that so? So let me ask you a question on that, since you brought up a good point, and it is worth talking about in both regards. So when she first started, was Chantal really more of a beauty makeup / channel? I mean, she has removed so much content from her channels. I can't even go back and see where she really got her start. I know there's some stuff in the archives. And I'm sure there's stuff on Kiwi Farms as well, but I try to avoid the farms as much as possible. They don't scare me. I just like there's some weird stuff there. I try to avoid it. But so was she truly more of a beauty / makeup channel back in the day? Because she isn't really bad, other than that stupid fake wing that she put on. That was just ridiculous.
Like, thank you a lot. Again, I'll never be perfect though because
nobody is. There's only one perfect soul in this entire frickin' existence, and you can't pretend to be on that level. You can't. You're a human being. You are flawed. You are broken. You are meant to be that way on purpose. So do the best you can to be the best broken F-tard you can be, but you will never be perfect. Ever. Thank God for that.
Like, I still...
It's our imperfections that make us so very interesting sometimes.
Eat certain things that aren't, like, 100%.
You know what? I actually wouldn't mind watching that content. I'm going to have to do a little looking.
And it's hard.
As I find the genesis of channels rather interesting. That's kind of why I wanted to go back. And Matt's doing the same thing. We're going back and looking at older ALR videos relative to the shit she posts today, because they're just so much more enlightening, depending on what you're looking for. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's anything on the Wayback Machine. But I will not get a copyright strike if I play that stuff, because it's not held by a copyright company.
Eat fruit and people will be like, that's too much sugar.
Sugar.
Or, oh my god, this actually happened. I'm not joking. I ate cucumber. And someone's like, ew, why are you eating cucumber that came from the store? You
I love
should
cucumbers.
Just grow your own garden. And I'm like...
True.
Duh.
True, you can, but you know what? Some people don't have the room and don't have the skill set to grow stuff on their own. They're not all that easy. You have to protect them from animals, you have to protect them from insects and other things. Gardening is fun and therapeutic. Trust me on this. But it's not for everybody. It's not everybody's. My mother couldn't grow a goddamn plant to save her life. She could. Yet, in our second home when we moved when I was 16, I think, she had a plant room built onto the home, but she couldn't grow a plant worth to save her life. It was so funny.
Hell.
So the plants were really more my responsibility.
And I know a lot of people are like, white rice isn't good for you, and why did I have a crumb on my shirt? Whoops. White rice isn't good for you, and all this stuff. But I disagree. I really do.
I'm gonna have to put on my Orco TV hat and do some investigatory work. I want to see if those videos exist, because that actually might be interesting content. Not that I'm into makeup and beauty products and that kind of shit. No, I'm not. You obviously know that, but like Jeffree, I can't stand Jeffree Star. I really can't, for a lot of reasons, not just his content. But yeah, I would actually be interested in watching that. It may not be react worthy, but it would be interesting to see where she came from, how she got started. Like I said, the genesis is really interesting with a lot of channels.
It's our culture and how we grew up. I feel like all the time is where people don't understand what is good for you versus what isn't. Like the best example, I'm gonna put some of this in the
Damn, girl.
This is so pretty. Eat your greens, girl. Okay. The best thing I can explain right now is it's how you grow up. Like, how do I explain this? Like, I'm thinking it, but I can't say it out loud. Let me try to figure it out.
Ponytail holder is bothering my head. It's like right in the spot where my pillow is. Loosen it, maybe. Ah, it's a little better.
Like, a lot of the time, people grow up thinking... Hold on.
Make sure you're well framed.
Grow up thinking, fat-free Pringles is good for you.
Fat-free Pringles is a crime. If you're gonna eat Pringles, eat regular Pringles because they're just as bad for you. So you might as well just eat the shit. All right? It's like sugar. You're gonna bust your butt and eat all these substitutes. If you looked at the facts about sugar, for most people, that type of sugar is easily broken down as a very simple sugar. Teaspoons about 16 calories, I think, if I remember correctly. And you know what? It's not terrible for you as long as you limit your consumption. You know what's worse? Are a lot of the substitutes that are out there now for sugar. I remember saccharin, and there was another product way back in the day that was pretty quickly removed from the market because it turned out it was really bad for you.
For a minute there, you might actually think so.
Better living through chemistry, my friends.
I know I did at one point. You need to question, why are they fat-free now? What else are they adding into that Pringle to cause it, to still taste good, etc., etc. And then... etc.,
etc.
I'm still under the impression that, if you are a meat eater, go for a tilapia and go for chicken.
Tilapia is one of the most boring fish I have ever had in my lifetime. If you're going to eat fish, eat a fish that's tasty. Tilapia is so fucking boring. Everybody does tilapia, and it's boring as shit. It really, really is. I will not go to a restaurant and order tilapia. I won't. I will order something a little bit more exotic, but tilapia, God, what's wrong with you?
Those are lean meats, whatever. Help you lose weight. It'll prevent you from, getting high cholesterol, this and that. But
we're getting weight loss and nutritional advice from Amberlyn Reed. Go fucking figure.
If you look at the bigger picture, why eat chicken?
Isn't that a totally different noun?
a living creature full of hormones. Like, it all just, you really have to think about it when you put in your mouth. It's weird.
You are fucked in the head, woman. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it out there. You are literally fucked in the head.
It's like, I'm putting some peas and some olives. Like,
that'll probably get my channel taken down.
those are from the earth, I'm assuming.
Not taken.
I don't know. I don't
Sorry,
think
Tiny
that
Psycho.
is how you eat.
Not my fault.
It's purely up to the individual.
I'm trying to behave.
Like, I'm known for eating some bad food.
We will not show copywritten material on your channel.
And
but we'll still swear after the 10-minute mark.
I feel like little changes add up. I'm really.
Mr. Phoenix is
I'm
watching.
trying so hard, you guys.
Criminal
I don't think
Minds.
you get it. Like, I don't
He loves
talk about
that
this
show.
anymore because I'm over
So
the
do I.
judgment, over it. But I'm queen of all or nothing. I will be like, I'm vegan, nothing else. Or I'll be like, I'm eating 1,200 calories, nothing else. Or I'll be like,
And I hate to say this, that's nasty. Not what she's saying, but the way she's saying it, that attitude that she had, that's a nasty side of her personality. You don't really see I don't like that.
I'm vegetarian, nothing else. Or I'm eating,
watch her facial expressions when she's saying this kind of stuff. It's kind of telling.
eating just vegetables, nothing. Like, I'm very all or nothing. And that's not, a lot of people think go cold turkey of certain things, but I'm honestly proof that if you just slowly start eating better, don't do it like molasses. Do it a little quicker than that. But if you slowly start eating,
Somehow, that really does not surprise me. I'm not shocked at all.
better, like every day, just make a conscious choice on a healthier option, and it really starts to just become a habit instead of dropping everything at once. Like, I'm going on a lecture.
You always do. That's why this video is 26 minutes long, because all you do is freaking yap. And that's why my videos are so long. Once I start, you just literally got to tell me to shut up.
Like, I need to finish
Sorry.
my meal, but I just feel like talking about this. Like, another thing is smokers. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes, and I'm so glad I don't. Like, holy heavenly father. Like, that is probably a bad or a hard habit to break, is what I'm trying to say.
It is an extraordinarily difficult habit to break. Absolutely, because there is an addictive chemical in cigarettes that make it very difficult, mentally in particular. There is also a side effect when you withdraw from it, and it is significant. It is no better than a drug, no better than alcohol. It's very similar. It is an addictive chemical.
And a lot of people are very like, you need to stop smoking cold turkey or you're gonna die.
And I've tried that. I smoked for at least 30 years. When I started smoking as a young boy at the age of 14, I think. I smoked for 30 fucking years. I started stealing cigarettes out of my mother's purse. That's how I actually got started. She used to smoke Slims. Really long, the 120 millimeter thin, weird cigarettes, but it was a cigarette. You know what I mean? It was like something better. It was better than nothing. I had no money. I couldn't afford to go out to the store and buy. And who's going to sell a 14-year-old pack of cigarettes? And I'll tell you what, I smoked all of my life, and I smoked some of the worst cigarettes. I smoked Old Gold. Fortunately, they were filtered, but Old Gold was a really old, long-time cigarette and very strong. And if I didn't smoke those, it just felt like I was smoking a light cigarette, you know what I mean? Where they actually perforate the filter. So when you inhale it, it sucks in, it draws in a bunch of air from your surrounding air, so you get very little of the cigarette smoke. Best $100, and I tried quitting numerous times. I found the best thing that worked for me was cold laser therapy. Best $100 I ever spent in my life. And I hate cigarettes now. I can't stand being around a smoker. I can't stand being around clothes. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It's gross. No offense to people that smoke out there. You don't offend me. I was a smoker. Thank God I quit. I really thank God I quit. Sorry
Honestly,
for that
it's
tirade.
hard. Some people do quit cold turkey like props to you.
Some people have that fortitude. Yes, absolutely, and God bless them. It's really difficult to do, but if that is the best way to do it. But it is really, really hard because people tend to be weak.
You, props to you, like, oh my god. But some people, honestly, there are people out there, aka my parents, who smoke about 2 packs a day. I feel like the healthy way, especially so you don't go freaking psycho, smoke like a pack for a week and then smoke a half a pack for like 4 days and then start to only smoke like 10. And
See, this is very this logic is the same logic that Chantal uses. It is. Well, you know, today, okay, I'm not going to go to McDonald's and order 15 hamburgers and 3 fries and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I'm going to go this week, and I'm only going to go out to fast food 3 times this week. And I'll do that. That means I'm doing things much more in a healthy way. Oh, bullshit.
and then go down to like
Your best bet is to cut it out as quickly as you can. It's like anything else. You have a limb.
only 7 a day. 7 cigarettes, not 7 packs. And then only do like 5 a day. And after about 2 months, you'll be completely like, wow, this is actually easier than I thought. Cold turkey for me has been the devil. Like, just
I agree.
saying.
Oh
I
my
can't
God,
do it.
Foodie Beauty is eating Lebanese food. Holy
2
shit,
weeks
girl!
ago,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I
I
felt
love
like crap.
Lebanese food.
And I was like,
My comment wasn't about the food. The comment was about the fact you're
um,
eating on camera
and
again.
normally I'm a cold turkey son of a gun, but I slowly did it, and now like I
Cold turkey, son of a gun, my ass.
just feel so much better.
She just got done telling us she's an all or nothing girl, right? Isn't that not what she just said? Cold turkey, my ass.
And it's kind of like a habit to me to say no to going to a freaking burger joint, you know?
Again, X the fucking doubt.
I got my own burgers.
And she's proud of that. Whereas, you know what? You should have gone with the rest of the family because that's what it's all about, you dumbass. Just because... Excuse me. I guarantee... Excuse me. I guarantee you the reason she's home alone is because she wanted to stream this. She would have happily gone to the hamburger joint if she was able to stream it. And I guarantee you, Destiny's parents said, "Oh fuck, no, girl, you're not streaming. We're going out. We're gonna have a nice little time. We're gonna eat. You're not streaming." So she probably thought, and this is a guess, but I'm sure I'm probably right. You know what? Fuck you. I want to stream. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna. She went out and bought hamburgers last night. Dumbass.
And they don't have cow.
She is. You hit the nail on the head, as you always do.
This video is so long.
No, my reaction to your video is so long. I've taken a 20-minute video and turned it into almost a fucking hour.
This is good.
I love your terms, by the way. You guys crack me up all the time. I need to create a dictionary for all these terms because they're amazing.
Live.
But I'll do my best. I will try to do my best not to culturally appropriate your language and your terms because they do belong to you. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a Jimi Hendrix song.
What are you doing, Diesel? I did not need all this silverware. I did it, like, I usually don't eat with my hands, but lately I have been because, like, normally I would, like, cut this and just eat it with a fork, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do...
Alright, I'm going to be technical here. Technically, bitch, you are eating with your hands. When you eat with utensils, you're eating with your hands. You're not picking the food up with your hands, but you're holding the utensils with your hands. Thus, you are eating with your hands. There is a... never mind.
Do that or not.
Oh, now I got to get up. Damn it. Oh, ow. You. Go back over here. Yeah, much like the Michael 2.0 dictionary. I need that gobshite dictionary so I can understand
Least favorite part.
these hilarious terms when I hear them.
Mukbang.
Most of them I understand, and I will sometimes
That
stop
I
and
got
ask, "What the fuck do you mean?"
Cleaning up after my sale.
Is that a little Halo? I love tangerines. I love tangerines. That is some pretty heavy duty chewing action there. That mastication is just amazing.
I see a lentil.
I see a
I
lentil.
love lentils.
Lentils are awesome, but they're rather bland by themselves.
If you hear crunching, one of the dogs are eating over there.
Sure. Or is that a kumquat? I think it's too big to be a kumquat. I didn't hear her. I was probably talking over her when she said what she was eating. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually amazing to see her eat a piece of fruit. I don't think I've ever seen her eat fruit before.
Sometimes you'll get one that's like really watery, or you'll get one that's like sour. This one's like really good.
It does depend on the ripeness of the fruit. Sour, probably a little overripe, I would guess. Well, good for you. I mean, that doesn't take away the fact that you probably ate about 12 of those olives. Turn that jar just a little bit so we can look at the nutritional information. I'm curious how many cubits of salt you just sucked down.
I thought I felt a seed, but it wasn't.
And she wipes her hands on her pen. All right. Yeah, this has been exciting, hasn't it?
Peas and olives mixed together taste so good.
Okay, so before we end this particular video, you have a choice to make. And I know there's only a couple people in here, and there's probably only one that will be able to provide me a numeric choice. We can, one, watch another ALR old-time quasi-mukbang and react. Or two, I can torture you with the mukbang reaction compilation that totally made me gag. And we will have a lot of comments on that, trust me. So, one or two, let me know.
Good.
I'm good either way.
Like stuck to the top, look.
Just hit it.
What is happening? Anyways, enough playing with food. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sure there will be another one coming out because mukbangs are fun AF.
So the thing is, I'm going to make the choice for you. Based on that comment, I'm going to make the choice for you. We're going to do number 2, and I hope that's okay. And if you get ill watching it, let me know, please, and I will stop it. It is a little not my content. I'll just say that.
Film and to watch. You know? Bye.
Thank you. Okay. So I actually have to go into my email and pull out the link. I had to send it to myself because I'm a lamer. So let me see. Where's my email? This. You're not going to like me after this, but that's okay. So this is a YouTuber who goes by the name of Petty Bang, which I thought was actually kind of cute. I was hoping it was like somebody actually pulling out Michael's videos, because honestly, I've never seen. Michael was gone by the time I really got started. Not quite, but he was on the way out by the time I got started. So when I saw the name, I'm like, oh, Michael. It's like no, and I was like, oh, I was really disappointed. So. Let's watch this. Again, if you need me to stop it, I will do so. It's only 5 minutes, but I have to put out a warning. It can be triggering. See? Don't show anybody hate. in this video. Now, I may have to mute this because, honestly, I can't. I just honestly can't. And since it is so short, I will probably get back into ALR after this, just because. But yeah, this guy is really interesting. His channel name's up in the upper right hand corner. He eats a lot of spicy stuff, so he wears gloves to protect his skin and all kinds of stuff. It's just really, he goes all out for this shit. And I'm telling you, this is not my content type. I can't stand mukbangs, the real type of. Here we go. Let's get into it. Oh. I'm so happy! I'm so happy! I'm sorry. No! No! Oh my god! Oh, that chicken looks awesome. Oh. Oh god, I'm gonna get sick. I know, I'm sorry. It's almost over. Bear with it. Oh, that does look good though. Oh my god. I would not eat it that way, but oh. Yeah, that's a couple $100 right there. You just sucked down in his mouth. Oh my god, that looks so amazing. That lobster looks phenomenal. Woo! He was a little quieter than the first guy. The first guy just grossed me the shit out. I was gonna say, at least they're not moving. They're actually noodles. They're not worms or anything weird. That's actually what I was expecting. He was eating the chicken, and all of a sudden, what's on the right hand side was gonna start to just slowly move. And I can't remember the girl's name. A really pretty Oriental girl that eats like a lot of live stuff. Really gross shit on camera. Ew. Ew. I don't mind that kind of food, but I would never eat it on camera. And the way she did it, it was quite cruel. The day Chantal and Amber do this, well, Chantal already does. Amber's getting close. I think this is really where she's going because she knows these people make coin you would not believe. And what better engagement with an overweight person than do mukbangs and have them feed you? You know what I mean? Watch. This is gross. I'm so happy! I'm sorry I peeked. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am not going to eat tonight. This is no fucking way I'm going to eat tonight. Oh my god. Yeah, they do this all for the ASMR, and those mics and everything are so expensive. The food does look delicious, though, I have to admit. And I think it's seaweed that she's eating. I think. Rice, spam, tofu. I'd get rid of the tofu. I'm not a big tofu guy. tell you what, if I took a girl out on a date and she did this, I would immediately run away as fast as I can. Holy shit! Oh, sushi. Aren't you glad you picked number 2? And you too won't be eating today. You know, there really is a trick to this. You're masticating as you're sucking in the noodles, and it's a constant flow. It's disgusting. If you've ever watched like the Nathan hot dog eating contest here in the United States, that there is a technique. There's absolutely a technique to this. It's not that his mouth is that large. It's really not. I hope you at least had something to eat before this. See what I mean? It's just a constant mastication, swallowing, and sucking it in. It's just a non-stop process. So it's not the size of the mouth. It's the technique that he's using. And this is sort of what hot dog eaters do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, stop! Stop! Oh no, 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 no. Stephanie Sue. All right. You know what? I think we're not gonna watch this one. If Stephanie Sue's in this one, that might actually really get you sick. So let's do another. Are you up for another ALR? And I know we're lagged significantly, so if you've got time, is this helping you relax a little bit? If so, we'll do another one. I don't mind. I found a couple. Was this the one?
Hey.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Hey guys, so I want to do an
2016. So if you're up, we can watch this one. I haven't seen these. They're just from our playlist. I found 3 of these yesterday that I thought I added, but apparently I didn't. So, all right. You doing okay, though? All right. Okay, good. All right.
another Mukbang,
Yep.
Mukbang, whatever you guys pronounce it.
Maybe we'll do the Petty Bangs as a separate series, because nobody will want to watch that content.
Watch these videos all
Especially
the time,
me.
and everyone is pronouncing it different. Okay, so this is the most random food in the century,
Okay.
and I'll explain why it's so random. But got myself some rice. Just
Yeah,
fresh
there
rice.
really aren't a lot of streams and videos right now. So good. Okay.
And I got myself some crab rangoons.
Honestly, I like crab rangoon, but depending on where you get them, they're either good or they're not. And the last few I've had have been terrible. I have a really bad time with Chinese food in particular. Excuse me. I'll find a new place. I'll order very specific dishes because, if you can do these dishes right, then I'll be a customer of yours for life, pretty much. And they'll be okay the first time or two you go order out. And then they will inevitably either get rid of a lot of the family that was owning the restaurant, or they sold the place. And the next time you order, everything tastes completely different. And I just can't stand that. I want consistency. So when I order from a place, I want the same. I want this dish, whatever it is, to be the same every time I order it. Just
looks
me.
like so.
And the last batch of these I've had, they were terrible. So
And this is where it starts to get weird.
I haven't had any
funky
since.
and questionable. I have an apple, some carrots, and some wheat thins. Now let me explain the story while I start
Oh no, we're gonna get a story from Amber Lynn. Shit.
eating. I ordered Chinese food for the
Obviously.
sake of I was hungry.
Hungry.
How much to eat? I wasn't really feeling. Let's just chomp on some carrot sticks all day. And I ordered from somewhere I've never ordered from before. Boy, do I regret it. I got the rice, the rangoon, kung pao chicken, and chow mein. I only wanted the kung pao chicken. I love kung pao chicken because
You only wanted the kung pao chicken, yet you ordered 4 dishes. I'm really confused on this one already.
I am trying to be a little healthier. I know it's hard to believe a large white rice. And kung pao chicken, for the most part, is
Well, the thing about the rice is you can fucking make that at home. That is one of the simplest things you can make at home. Yes, you can screw up rice, but it can be done, Amber. You don't have to order takeout rice.
a little tiny bit of chicken, but mainly with peanuts and vegetables and a sauce. And I had to order $20 worth for them to
For them to deliver. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of places don't want to go out of their way for a for a $6 order. But there are also services like Deliver Me or Postmates or Uber Eats or DoorDash. There's all kinds of services that will take care of that for you, and you don't have to order $20. Just saying.
deliver. So
Again, she doesn't understand what the mukbang is, and it's hilarious to see her definition in reality.
the chow mein and the kung pao chicken is disgusting. Just being honest.
I love chow mein.
Like
Kung pao chicken's okay. It's usually boring. You know what I mean? Everybody does it. What you really want? You want some of the you want to ask them what they recommend. I don't know. I'm kind of weird with restaurants, so I'm not afraid to talk to them and ask them about their recipes and stuff. I'm really not, because that way I know. Oh, this sounded so good, but when I ordered it, it tasted like crap. Well, that's because I probably didn't ask any questions, and I probably didn't have a very good description of what that dish was composed of.
even the rice is kind of like different.
It's
supposed to be just white
it's rice, bitch.
rice, but you can kind of tell that ain't no white rice. Like there's something else in it. But this will be my dessert.
Okay.
Already washed off.
It looks like a good apple. I couldn't tell you what kind it is, but it looks like a good apple. Those, I think, are the same types I would use for apple pies. So maybe a
Carrots
Macintosh?
are so good.
Maybe? It's not a well, it could be a Granny Smith, I suppose. I love carrots. I don't like baby carrots. I'm just teasing. I love baby carrots, just not Rev's baby carrot. But I love carrots. Oh, do I love carrots. Carrots and
I
celery.
put a little bit of soy sauce in it. I already took some bites because, hey.
Hey.
I wanted to film a crunchy mukbang with some like crunchy, because I'm trying to, with my mukbangs, to like do different categories. Like I did spicy. I did another one, I forget what it was. And then now I'm going to do crunchy. This ain't crunchy, but still.
She really needs to study not just the mukbang tradition. She needs to study ASMR, so she understands that part of that technique is essential for a lot of people, for a lot of their audience. And it's not easy to do. And it takes special gear. It really does, and that gear is expensive, very expensive.
But after that, I tasted that Chinese food. I was like, I ain't eating that.
So you wasted all that fucking food. I hate when people waste food.
So gross. The chow mein tasted like dirt. Disgusting. I can't get over it.
I don't even know what that means. It tasted like what does that mean?
Over that subject.
Yeah, she's picked up the habit of talking with her mouth open with food. That's one of the that for me is the most triggering. Huh? What the hell are you talking about, Michael?
So there has been. Oh, if you guys don't know what this is, it's just a little Rangoon wrapper. I don't really know. It's crunchy, and on the inside it's cheese, well, cream cheese and crab.
And it's really hard to screw it up, but when you screw it up, boy, it is disgusting.
There has been some.
I've had some terrible Rangoon in my lifetime.
Speculations about this whole mukbang thing.
Mukbang.
For me, when I sit down and eat with you guys, I make sure that I know that that meal can work into my day. Does that make sense?
Well, that's kind of counter to mukbangs, isn't it? I mean, we just watched a compilation where you saw the amount of food. Now, they didn't eat all of that, obviously. And they sure as hell won't show you them eating it all on camera. There are known techniques that these people use. But yeah, the whole thing is present this tremendous, huge amount of food and watch me slurp it down and make disgusting mastication and eating noises. Awesome. Good stuff. Great content. I can understand why you want to mimic that and bring that into your channel, because you're missing that YouTube coin.
Diet Coke.
That doesn't make it healthy. Diet Coke is just as bad for you.
Like,
don't send me any hate, Coke. Sorry, Coca-Cola.
A lot of people are like, oh my god, you're making mukbangs. Don't you care about your weight?
Mukbangs. Mookbong. Mukbang. It sounds like a new way to smoke weed.
This is the first meal I've eaten all day.
Hey, we need to talk to Trisha.
And I've been awake for like 5 hours. I mean...
Now, I love white rice. I am a sucker for a bowl of white rice. That I will eat for days. It used to drive my mother nuts because she would make white rice, and the first thing I would do is go into her kitchen pantry and pull out the seasoned salt, the Lowry seasoned salt, and I would put Lowry seasoned salt on it. I loved it that way. It was so good. I love rice.
Perfect.
And then I discovered wild rice. Oh, shit. That's a big fucking hunk of shit shoving in your mouth, girl.
Wow. Look at that one.
It's a bean. It's a bean. It's a crooked bean, but it's a bean.
In my body is my choice.
Here we go again with the stupid fucking logic. What I put into my body is my choice. Then shut the fuck up. Don't videotape this. Don't expect comments. Shut up.
I am making a drastic amount of healthy choices. But if I ever come on here and I eat like a pizza, people will cry about it. Oh well.
We say the same goddamn thing about Chantal. If you don't like the negative comments or people saying things that offend you or hurt your feelings, then stop putting this stuff on fucking YouTube. It's that fucking simple, folks. Chantal and Amber, if you don't like the negativity, get the fuck off the internet. It's that bloody simple. Okay? When Twitter pisses me off because friends of mine are making comments that I don't necessarily agree with, or I find are kind of offensive, I ignore it. Or I totally shut Twitter off, and I go into DMs and I hide for a while. I don't put myself through this shit because it's frustrating. And it's not healthy for you.
That just means that I'm working around that pizza and that I'm able to consume it.
Eat the pizza. Nobody gives a fuck if you order a pizza and eat it. You're going to get some flack. You're absolutely going to get some flack. Especially if you're more like a Chantal and you claim you're on some sort of journey. And I'm not going to say weight loss journey because both of you have no idea what weight loss is all about. Both of you. Neither one of you understand what it's all about. Not that I do. I'm just saying what you two do is totally the antithesis of weight loss.
I don't know how else to describe it, really. That's just how that is.
I fear our educational system in this country is really severely lacking, and it's really a shame. It's just really a goddamn shame. Please stop. Don't sing. Don't hum. Please. You don't have the chops for it. Knock it off. I don't force my people that watch my channel to listen to me singing. So please don't do that to me.
It's just cute.
It's okay.
Cute shirt.
Pattern's alright. I mean, you know, it looks a little southwestern to me. Sort of, kind of. Oh. Let's see where are we at in this. Oh, okay. We're humming along. Pretty good clip. It's also one of the reasons I didn't speed her up, but that's also one of the reasons I'm trying not to pause as much because I consume too much time.
So how's your guys' day going? For me, though.
How's your guys' day? Okay, this is another personal rant of mine. The word guises, I hate when people use that term.
I didn't have work today, but I was gonna go into work.
Did you notice?
Just to like volunteer type deal.
A layer of gray is removed.
But then I was like, oh, me and Libby are supposed to hang out.
I got tired the other day. It was getting a little unruly and poking me in the lips, and it was like, okay, you're done.
Go hang out with your boyfriend. I'm like,
you trim.
okay, girl. So I'm just stuck here by myself, but that's all right.
Aww. The world's tiniest violin for you, my dear, because we care so deeply. You are such a victim all the time. I feel so bad for you. You have such a hard life. Bitch, get the fuck over it. You're 30 years old, roughly. Get a fucking grip on yourself.
That's what that looks like.
Sorry, my eyes keep wandering to chat. Because I don't have chat up here. Actually, I should do that. It's probably not a bad idea. Not that chat is very active, but it's easier to see it on a bigger monitor. But I've got the Surface Pro right here with the studio open so I can watch the stream. Or not the stream, but the chat. Pinky's up.
I just remembered.
I'm good.
I got a comment on one of my last
I stab at you.
mukbangs. The
Yes, I am just a stabby bitch penguin here to fucking entertain you.
person said they wish there was more talking. I'm sorry. I hate more than anything when people talk with their mouth full.
Okay, and
Hate it. So I think I take that into consideration, and I try to refrain from talking with my mouth.
no, early on when you first started, one of the very first videos we watched that you actually used the term mukbang in, yeah, that was actually one of the only mukbangs videos that you've made that you actually kept to that. All the other ones, you can see it slipping. You can see it slipping. She does. She speaks with a mouthful. She talks with a mouthful of food. It is gross and disgusting. I understand it's part of that genre, but I remember what my mother taught me as a young boy. So fuck off, Amber.
I bet. Sometimes I don't succeed. See?
Exactly my point. And you know what? Most of us do occasionally slip. Sometimes it just happens. You're at dinner table and somebody cracks a joke and you happen to have food in your mouth. Sometimes that food can be projected for everybody. So. Why was that one? What's so special about? I seriously think she has some deep-seated mental issues. That's just my guess, and I think I'm not far wrong on that, for a variety of reasons. I know she had some issues growing up.
Eating all the crumbs.
Eating all the crumbs. That's kind of sad. And look at her face. She's just does not look happy. She does not look happy.
But I mean, I can think of something random to talk about. Like how I should probably stop eating this rice. But it's so different. Like, there's something different about it. And
Please explain what's different about it. For me, from my perspective, it looks like a huge rock of white rice sitting on that spoon or fork or whatever it is. It looks huge. I don't see anything special about it, although it did look like there was a bit of sauce or something on it.
And I'm a rice type of gal. Like, no matter what kind of rice,
Really? You think she's on the spectrum? Huh. Interesting. I hadn't considered that, but yeah, you could be right. Neurological stuff, not my wheelhouse. Other than sometimes my head is in that wheelhouse, but definitely not my expertise. And I do not play a doctor, nor do I ever want to be one. Well, that's not true. But
I do have my favorites. Spanish rice, Mexican rice, whatever you want to call it.
I love Spanish rice, but it has to be seasoned well. Okay, there is nothing worse than bland Mexican rice. Spanish rice. I call it Spanish. I use Mexican because she did, but that's a misnomer. It is Mexican rice. Sorry, I did it again. It is Spanish rice. So we would have this at our high school or grade school cafeteria, but it was so goddamn bland. It was disgusting. But I would get home and my mother would make it, and of course, she would season it properly, and it was so delicious. So yeah.
Well, it is from
nothing worse than bland food.
Is my favorite. My favorite ever.
I mean, it still has the calories and everything you're looking for, but I like flavorful food. See what I mean? If you look right here, it looks like there's some sauce or something there. So she must have added something to this rice. I'm of the opinion she did something to taint this rice. This is not how they delivered it, or it wouldn't be called white rice. White rice is just white rice. There's nothing magic about it. Everybody cooks it the same, relatively speaking. It's stickier in the Oriental countries, but you know, who cares?
I think I'm done with this though.
I love sticky rice,
Over it.
which looks exactly like what she got. She would take a forkful and it would clump that sticky rice. So that rice was prepared properly, actually, in my opinion.
Once I moved to Kentucky, I hope I can still keep making videos like this. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, interesting. Now we should talk about that a little bit more. We can take that offline, but yeah, you have way more experience with that than I do.
So before I made this video, I was watching Netflix. I don't watch much TV.
And I think everybody has some form. Not everybody's on the spectrum, but I think everybody has some of those tendencies. You know what I mean? It's just innate to the way the human brain functions. Some people can actually control it, some can't. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that actually. So that's a good point, interesting point.
I don't have cable.
And maybe that's something we can go back even further to some of our older videos and actually look for telltale signs. That could be an interesting venture.
I only do Hulu and Netflix, and even then, I'd probably watch like 2 shows. Oh, my nose itches.
Then put the carrot down and deal with it.
I'm looking at the TV right now. A Netflix original called Chelsea.
No.
It's a talk show.
No.
All right. Nothing special. Ooh.
I mean, I've never been diagnosed. I've never really thought I had anywhere on the spectrum that I identified with. There was a reason why my parents had me go see a psychiatrist. You know, I was kind of a wacky kid, and they had a hard time dealing with that. And they thought I was a broken toy, more or less. So they made me go to therapy. And unfortunately, I think what really would have helped more, at least from my personal perspective, was if we, as a family, went and had more family therapeutic sessions so we could actually talk things out with each other. Instead of a one-sided therapy session where I'm talking with a therapist and they're giving me their thoughts and their diagnoses, but my parents don't hear the signal. My sisters don't hear that signal. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't the only child in the family that actually was forced into therapy. My middle sister was too. Betty had some serious problems. God rest her soul.
Carrots take forever to chew.
Did she not say she is offended by people who talk with their mouth full? Just curious.
I have 3 carrots left. I'm just going to eat them.
Maybe we need to hook her up with Rev. Kick Shani out of the house and hook her up with Rev. Rev would have loved that last scene. Sorry, don't mean to be crude.
I'm not great at these videos at all. Like the videos I see of mukbangs, whoa. There are these skinny girls just eating an abundance of...
Because they don't eat all that fucking food. Don't you get it? And some of them actually have other ways to purge themselves, which I don't even want to go into that. That's a topic it's very difficult to discuss. But it's a very real problem. So, you know, be really careful when you go down that road, Amber.
Like ramen and pasta and sushi would be a fun one. I recently had sushi and I got food poisoning, so.
So she blames the fucking sushi? Well, if you didn't go to the gas station and buy the sushi, you would probably be okay. Gas station California rolls are not good for you people. Please stop that. Stop that. Go to a proper grocery store where they actually have a gentleman that does sushi properly. Trust me on this. You will love yourself for it. I love sushi. But gas station sushi, bad news all the way around. I will guarantee you. So she went to her local 7-Eleven and bought the California roll in the fucking refrigerator that was probably there for 4 days. Bad move. Even I know better. And I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, pinky out. Pinky out. Come on, pinky out. She does not know how to eat properly. She just does not know how to eat properly. At least like a lady.
Hopefully people like to watch me chew.
Not particularly. Run! We're gonna hook you up with ALR. Excuse me. Must mean I don't have enough beer in me. Oh, now we're drinking our healthy soda. Again, don't hate me, Coca-Cola.
Back on the subject of if I will continue making these videos.
This is a rather boring video. I have to admit.
When I go to Kentucky, I think my issue is I don't want to be judged. I think a lot of people don't understand.
And that's the thing about her mukbangs. They're actually, they tend to be really boring. I don't know. I don't know if we can continue this.
Dude, don't understand the internet. Don't understand videos. Don't understand mukbangs. Don't understand just the whole thing about it. Like, people aren't meant to understand everything, obviously. And it's like...
What the fuck is she going on about?
I'm afraid that... how do I word this? Destiny has a lot of family in Kentucky. And I'm pretty sure her mom already watches some of my videos.
So?
And it's like, one of her other families start to watch, and then they see me eating on camera.
So?
They probably won't understand it.
Who fucking cares?
There's nothing against them. It's just, I don't want to be judged for what I do. Like, for me...
Back to my earlier point. If this is the stuff that bothers you, then stop fucking streaming. Stop uploading videos, stop live streaming, and get the fuck off the internet. Apparently you cannot handle the pressure you had to bail on Twitter. I'm surprised you're still on fucking Instagram. So get a grip. Either accept the fact that when I post stuff, somebody's not going to like it. I guarantee you there will be at least one person on this rock that's not going to like it and will have something nasty to say to you. Put up with it. Or get off the platform.
Making videos is a full-time job for me. I enjoy it. It's a passion. But it's also a source of income, so it's a job for me.
And obviously I don't want her to get off the platform because she provides hours of content for other people. So, and I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. As long as it's transformative, that's perfectly within TOS.
But it's a job that I enjoy.
So, Chantal, you can shove that content-stealing bullshit crap and Peanut and Negs and Gigi, you can shove that fucking ideology right up your penile hole. Because that's bullshit. Yes, I
And
called you out on a live stream. Deal with it.
a lot of people think me making mukbangs
They don't
is
watch my
degrading
content
me
anyway,
as a
so I don't really
person.
care.
I mean, it would be if I was over here eating 7 pizzas. I'm not.
I've never seen anybody eat 7 pizzas, so you're safe, Amber.
I find mukbangs extremely relaxing. And if I can relax somebody and just sit down and talk with somebody while I'm eating, then hell yeah. I'm gonna do it. You know?
Good. I have one.
And my mukbangs are like lame compared to like the real mukbang girls out there. Oh my god.
So she absolutely understands the difference between her content type and the real content type. That's interesting. That's interesting. That probably definitely influences her future content. I will guarantee you. Because she just said, I'm doing this as a job, which means that she is going to be very picky about the content she does because she'll watch reviews and see which content I do brings me the most views. She'll focus on that, she'll tailor on that, and it's going to have to do with eating and all that kind of good, wonderful stuff.
Like,
and please remove that word from your fucking vocabulary. Like.
I'm not saying I'm never gonna make like a mukbang where I eat an abundance of food, but right now, this seems to be working for me.
And honestly, eating those cold for me is a little, yeah. You're eating basically a fried wonton shell with cream cheese and crab. I'm sorry, I like my crab hot unless it's like stuffed into sorry, this is going to offend you. Stuffed mushrooms, crab stuffed mushrooms. Oh my god, oh my god, what an amazing, amazing little hors d'oeuvre. But I like those hot. Thank you, Mom.
These are not good for you. Nope.
No shit,
Not.
Sherlock.
But they're good.
The last ones I had, they really didn't thrill. I won't order them ever again without being physically in the restaurant. I think that has a lot to do with it. There's something about delivery food sometimes that just doesn't quite cut it. I know. I'm sorry. My mom used to make for her bridge club. Oh my god, this woman. For her bridge club, she would make these. I'm sorry. She would make these crab stuffed mushrooms that were just simply amazing. And the crab, the musty flavor and the kind of that flavor from the mushroom in conjunction with the crab, it was an amazing bite. It was. I know you don't like mushrooms, the texture. I get that. I completely understand that. Trust me, my daughters, none of them. Well, okay, one of them likes mushrooms. All the rest of them, pick those motherfuckers out every single time.
Mine.
They fucking kill me. That's why I purposely do. It's like, if you pick food out of my dishes when you're in my home eating food that I've made you, I am going to kick your ass out of my house immediately. Don't be picking out onions. Don't be picking out mushrooms. I know the things that you don't like. I will prepare my food so you can consume it in a way that you're not going to see them. You're not going to know they're there. Trust me.
I still have 4 of those left, but I'm gonna save that.
Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan.
For later.
They'll be gone before this video is even uploaded to YouTube.
Apple time. Okay.
Not my, but yours.
First things first. Every time I go to bite in an apple, I think of a few things. One, my teeth break.
Razor blade? Worm?
No. Two, will I find a worm in there?
I knew it.
Right.
Like, eat the goddamn thing. Did you happen to find any blemishes on the skin? That's usually a good sign. Observe the flesh of the fruit for any blemishes, anything that looks odd before you eat it. This is really not rocket science. Who has to teach you how to fucking eat food? Where the hell are your parents?
I have a joke.
Oh, God.
I have a
For
joke.
fuck's sake.
Okay. What is worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Razor blade?
I'll let you guys think of it.
Hang on
What
a
is
second.
worse than finding a worm in your
That
apple?
was work. Let me check it out real quick.
Are you ready to know the answer? Dun dun dun! Finding a half a worm.
Dude, you have me downloading 700 terabytes of data. It's going to take a few days.
That's not the right.
For
that's
fuck's
not the
sake,
right
man. Don't be such
What's
an
that,
impatient
when you make a
asshole.
really funny joke?
God, I
What
hate
do they
people
say?
some days. I just absolutely hate people some
It's
days.
not cha-ching.
It's like they have no idea what the fuck I do.
I don't know what it is. Anyways, that
Oh,
means
what's it
you
going to be
don't get
done?
it.
What's it going to be done? Oh, we have analyses we have to do. Oh. Fuck you! It'll be done when it's done, and I'll let you know!
That means you bit into your apple and half.
You can tell I am losing my mind. Absolutely.
The other worm is in your mouth.
Dude, you never mind. Never mind. I'm so done with you, you dumbass. I swear to God, you have the mentality of a 7-year-old or even younger. I just don't understand this. And I know a lot of
I feel
people.
like for the most part,
I know a lot of very
skin
intelligent people,
on
and
anything
holy
is
shit, girl.
like what holds the most.
I don't know what the hell your problem is, but you are definitely a few nuggets shy of a Happy Meal.
The only skin. The only skin I won't eat on something is common sense skin, like oranges and stuff, like the. But cucumbers.
Oh yes, you gotta eat. Oh yes.
If I have to or whatever, okay, cool, I will.
No,
But
it's
cucumbers
part.
have a
It's part of the vegetable, you
completely different
dumbass.
flavor with-
Does she not understand that the greener something is, the healthier it is for you? It's got a lot more chlorophyll, which is very healthy for you. It's got vitamin. What the hell's the vitamin? I can't even remember. But yeah, the greener vegetables are far better. Even orange vegetables are very good for you. It's got carotene and things like that. It's very good for you. The skin from a cucumber is good for you. What's inside the cucumber has far less nutritional value than the skin, believe it or not.
when you take off that damn skin.
No. My mom used to do that, like for salads. She used to make a tomato, cucumber, onion salad with a little bit of graziosa, the Italian seasoning dressing that she would make by hand. Delicious, just delicious. But she would always skin the cucumbers. But her onion cuts, which you would appreciate, her onion cuts were just, oh, they're beautiful. She didn't skimp on onions. She knew her son loved onions, so she used a lot of onions.
They just taste better. I'm probably the only person in the world
Doubt it.
who eats, when they have a baked potato, they eat the skin. Like, I love it.
I eat the skin of a baked potato. You're not the only one in the world that does that. A lot of people
I
do
don't see
that.
anything wrong with it.
In fact, most people do that. Most people realize that the skin has the most nutrients in it. And the skin, if properly cooked, can be quite delicious. So I'm pressing X to doubt you are not the only one in the world that does that.
This girl is getting food. Apples
Bullshit.
do you in. I should do a, like I said, because I'm trying to do mukbangs in my
Fucking
categories.
peanut. I swear to God.
I should do a mukbang with fruit. Right.
I don't believe in cancel culture,
Some,
but god damn, you know, sometimes I just...
some bananas, some apples.
Oh, quiet.
And pineapple, if I have some. Pineapple's my favorite.
I love pineapple. If you ever... Excuse me. If you ever put it on a fucking pizza, I will come and break your hands. Oh, it is. You are 100% correct. I love potato skins. In fact, I even like when certain restaurants, when they cut French fries, they won't peel the potato. They will cut the fries with that that machine that they put the potato in, and it's got the little dicing thing on the bottom of it. So you get the skin pieces on the end. Oh, I love those.
Oh my god, I'm so full. Like, it's weird. A lot of people look at me and they're like, they assume because I'm super fat that I can eat like a lot at once.
Super fat.
Sometimes
I know you
really
like your
full
baked
really quickly,
potatoes. I
and
do
other
too.
times, like, I never get
I
full.
need to get some. In fact, I need to get some groceries. God, this guy has no food
Like,
in the
I
house.
can go the whole
No,
day.
no
and
raw
just
food.
eat
You know what I mean?
Eating and never get full.
I've got some frozen things. I've got plenty of
But
protein
then
in the
there's
freezer
times
downstairs.
where
In fact, Butcher Box is supposed to be delivering another load. Oh, probably in the next week. So, I think what I'm going to make is, I found there's this company called Mr. Stubbs, and they make a barbecue sauce. They make several barbecue sauces, but they make one that I just adore, and it's a spicy barbecue sauce. However, when I was ordering groceries this months ago, I was ordering some of his barbecue sauce. I found this little bag of. He had a cooking sauce and a finishing sauce and a rub, all in kind of one little kit. Green hatch chili kit. Oh my god! It was so many. So I have some chicken thighs in the basement. I need to take them out and thaw them. But I think that's going to be my next Ninja Foodie recipe. It comes out so good in the foodie. You just let that baby go all day, and the house smells amazing. Green hatch chilies are the bomb.
I will eat a normal plate of food.
And they're not spicy. They do have a little spice to them, but they're not hot like a Carolina Reaper or a habanero or even a Scotch bonnet, something like that. But the flavor is amazing.
Get so full my stomach hurts. Twinkie, it's okay.
If you are eating to the point where your stomach hurts, you are doing something wrong. You are seriously doing something wrong. You should not eat. Never mind. Who am I to provide you with eating and nutritional information? Because you're not going to listen anyway, even if I knew what I was talking about.
That's my dog. Shit is going crazy.
I don't like to talk with my mouth full.
You want some of the apple, that's the problem, huh?
I highly doubt it. Twinkie wouldn't even eat the goddamn peas.
Ow. I'm not wearing pants and she's like clawing at me.
I give her props. She actually did pretty well in the apple. I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting that. Well, that's what happens when you have boobs. Shit falls down there. Just like a beard. Shit falls in here. It's also why I try to keep it trimmed. Otherwise, my
Alright.
food filter gets kind of full.
So that's pretty much how much I eat it down to. It's
All right, that's cool. You don't eat the core. Everybody knows that's not.
Done.
That's fine. Good for you.
I'm so full. Like I really wish
I'm
I
sure
didn't
she
waste
is.
money on Chinese food.
She's already
That'd be
she's
real
already
love.
got those rangoons in mind to eat. The minute that camera goes off, they're gone. They are gone. I will guarantee you. Yeah, that's my little Cajun coming through. Anyway, let's wrap this up real quick.
Sucked ass. At least I was able to get myself some carrots and apple in my stomach because that's healthy. I'm gonna go die now. I'm so full. But I hope you guys enjoyed this.
That's actually not funny.
Crunchy
It's actually really not funny.
And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Okay, we're not going to move on to the next one. We'll watch this later. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It was kind of a chill day. Just want to sit back, kick back, chit-chat a little bit. You know me, I'm more of a chatty Cathy than I probably should be. But yeah, you know, these videos are quite not only entertaining, but they're enlightening because they show a behavioral progression that I think is kind of interesting to watch. Because we know what she's like now. I just like watching the progression through time over the last 4 or 5 years and see, you know, what she did just... We know why she does it. We know exactly why she does it. And it's all for the coin. And that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, I appreciate you stopping. Thank you, Kryptonite, for moderating today. I hope you feel better. We can catch up a little later on Twitter. I'll leave you guys to this. I'll say it because everybody else does. Please don't hesitate to share, like, and subscribe. Hit that goddamn bell so you get notified, likely, by YouTube whenever Stabby Penguin decides to allow me to stream. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. We're going to be looking at Vince tomorrow again. Same time, about 2 o'clock. I may need to change it because I think DC has a really awesome interview at 2 or 3 o'clock, so the time may change. But if you like the Vince stuff and you want to watch it, we'll be catching that tomorrow. So anyway, I hope y'all have a good night. Peace out. Be safe. Be well. And God bless you.